Now, only on 4, a local woman asking for a change in the legal system because a man who was charged with attacking her last year was ruled incompetent for trial, Baker acted, but then released.
A few months later, police arrested that same man, DeAndre Snelling, on charges of burglary and attempted sexual assault. He was again ruled incompetent for prosecution, but this time he was put in custody of the Department of Children and Families. Channel 4's Chris Parento joins us live from downtown. He spoke with a woman who says more needs to be done in cases like this to make sure offenders aren't just sent back out onto the streets. Chris?
And that woman sent this letter to multiple people, including the mayor and the state attorney's office. She says that simply releasing offenders who have been ruled that they need mental health evaluations under Florida's Baker Act multiple times, like Snelling had by judges here at the Duval County Courthouse, simply should not happen. But a local attorney tells me that for misdemeanor cases like the one involving this woman from Snelling, the court system is pretty tied with what they can do when it comes to the punishments with mental health and incompetency. Sherry Jones says that last April, she was on her morning walk on Harts Road near where she lives. She says that DeAndre Snelling was walking on the opposite side of the street, but crossed over and began following her. Shortly after, he grabbed her.
I just screamed to the top of my lungs for somebody to stop because cars were going up and coming down. And it just scared me.
Snelling was arrested, but a month later, a judge ruled him incompetent for prosecution and had him Baker acted. That was the 7th time that Snelling had been Baker acted in Duval County since 2006. In June of 2015, after he was released, he was arrested for burglary and attempted sexual battery. Do you feel like if the court system had acted differently, the incident in June could have been avoided?
Yes, I do. I strongly do. Yes. Because he would have been able to go to a facility, get some help, be in a lockdown area where he's being supervised, and that other individual that's happened to that possibly would not have happened to her.
Jones says that something needs to be done, whether it's at the state level or higher. She says she feels there is a need for offenders ruled incompetent to be monitored for a longer period than the short time they are. But Rhonda Peoples-Waters, a local defense attorney, says that it's not that simple.
We definitely have the issue that's been circulating for some time, that the jail is not the proper place for persons to get that mental health treatment, and so that's definitely the sentiment when you're thinking of those misdemeanor cases.
After his June arrest, Snelling was sent into DCF custody. He has another court hearing in April, which Jones worries might end with him being released again. Peoples-Waters says this case is different than the previous ones.
The court is limited when you're dealing with misdemeanors, but now that there is actually a circuit court and a felony case pending, the court will have a longer period of time where they can involuntarily keep him for mental health treatment.
Snelling is set for a review hearing at the beginning of April. Rhonda Peoples-Waters says that at that hearing, they will most likely make a decision on whether or not his competency has been restored enough in that mental health facility or if he's still not fit for trial. Live at the Duval County Courthouse, I'm Chris Parento, Channel 4, the local station.